You're watching Anderson County Sports TV.
Good evening, everyone, from Holly Warford Stadium. It's Anderson County versus Boyle County tonight, and it's senior night for Anderson County. We're going to be introducing a bunch of seniors. I think we've got 14 or 15 seniors.
Welcome to senior night at Anderson County High School. Tonight, we will recognize our football senior players and their families. Our first senior is number 3, Sam Harrod.
Our first senior is number 3, Sam Harrod. He's escorted by his parents, Kelly and Danny Harrod. He's joined by his sisters, Kate and Maggie. He wants to attend EKU. His most memorable moment is catching the pass from a man Jagger against Henderson County. Next senior is number 7, Ross Chapman. Ross plays wide receiver and linebacker. He's joined by his parents, Dana and Daphne Chapman. He's also joined by his sister, Lauren. Plans on attending college and studying computer science. His most memorable moment was having to learn the school fight song his freshman year at camp. Next senior is number 10, Zach Labhart. Zach plays running back and linebacker. He's escorted by his parents, Michael and Christy Labhart, his brother Cole, and Brendan Labhart. Zach plans on attending college and studying the medical field. His most memorable moment is being able to suit up on the field with his older brother. Next senior is number 11, Ethan Burgess. Plays wide receiver and defensive back. He's joined by his mother, Kim, and stepfather, Ryan Chrisman. He's also escorted by his father, Rob, and stepmother, Michelle Burgess. Ethan plans on attending college. Most memorable moment is attending football camp this year. Next senior is number 13, Gabe Clark. He's the place kicker. He's accompanied this evening by his parents, Jamie and Barry Clark. His future plans are to attend Campbellsville University and pursue a career in welding. His greatest football memory is watching everyone's reaction at football camp when he was kicking. Next senior is number 15, Camden Nicholson. He plays H-back and linebacker. He's joined on the field by his parents, Chris and Laura Nicholson, his sister McKenna, and brother Braden. He plans on attending EKU. His most memorable football moment would be going to football camp with his boys. Next senior is number 27, Nick Lindsay. Plays wide receiver and linebacker. He is escorted by his parents, Stephen and Robin Lindsay. He plans to attend Bellarmine University and study criminal law and justice. His most memorable football moment is getting to hang out with Williamson and Wilson. Next senior is 29, Jackson Snyder. Plays H-back and linebacker. He's joined tonight by his parents, David and Ansley Snyder, his sister, Hannah Snyder, and his brother, Todd DeWoody. Jackson is going to attend Western Kentucky and major in exercise science. His most memorable football moment is spending time with all my friends at football camp. Next is senior Scrap Russell, number 32. He plays running back and free safety. Is escorted by his mother, Missy Russell, his father, Chris, sister Jacqueline, his brothers Braden and Harrison. His future plans are to save souls for the kingdom of God. His favorite football memory is bonding with the band of brothers.
Number 32, Scrap Buster. Our next senior, number 44, Chase Fink.
Next is number 44, Chase Fink. Plays H-back and linebacker. He's escorted by his parents, Stephanie Fink, and the late Mike Fink. He's joined by his sister, Kirsten. His future plans are to attend college and study nursing. His most memorable football moment is spending time with his friends and the band of brothers.
Number 44, Chase Fink. Our next senior, number 53, Blake Boudreaux.
Our next senior is number 53, Blake Boudreaux. He's the offensive and defensive line, is escorted by his mother, Rachel, and stepfather, Chad Preston Bank, as well as his father, Irvin, and his stepmother, Vicky Boudreaux. Blake's future plans are to go to college and study graphic design. His greatest football memory is sharing a locker with Mikhail Williamson.
Our next senior, number 54, Carver Chapman.
Next senior is number 54, Carver Chapman. He plays offensive and defensive line. He's escorted by his parents, Sonny and Melissa Chapman. His future plans are to attend college and study electrical engineering. His greatest football memory is Z-Lab sleeping during film.
Number 54, Carver Chapman. Our next senior, number 54, Liam Sutherland.
Next senior is 54, Liam Sutherland. Plays offensive and defensive line. He's escorted by his parents, Tony and Margaret Sutherland. His future plans are to attend college and study criminal law and justice. His greatest football memory is football camp his senior year.
This football camp his senior year. Number 54, Liam Sutherland. Our next senior, number 68, Mikhail Williamson.
Next is number 68, Mikhail Williamson. Mikhail plays offensive and defensive line. He's escorted by his parents, Trish and Noel Williamson. He's escorted by his sister, Piper Williamson, and his brother, J.J. Moore. He's undecided about his future plans. His greatest football memory is getting to play alongside his brothers.
Number 68, Mikhail Williamson. Our last senior, number 74.
Last senior is number 74, Jacob Luster. He plays offensive and defensive line. He's escorted by his mother, Tara, and stepfather, John Coffey. He is also accompanied by his father, Ron, and stepmother, Marcella Luster. His future plans are to attend college and become a teacher and a football coach. His greatest football memory is going 10-0 last year and winning the district championship. And that is a whole bunch of seniors that will be missed next year.
Ladies and gentlemen, how about a round of applause for our 2019 NCHS Bearcats football seniors.
You're watching Anderson County Sports TV.
Today's game is brought to you by Century Bank. Anderson County is where our heart is. Century Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Hello, Miss Sylvia. This is John from Anderson Apothecary. I was just calling to see how you were feeling today.
John goes above and beyond for each and every customer that we have.
He jumped right on it. If someone needed help, John would be the first guy there. No questions asked, nothing. He'll be there.
John just wanted to open a hometown pharmacy just to take better care of his customers.
Well, I sure am glad you're feeling better. We're going to be bringing your medication by here just shortly. Is there anything else I can pick up for you?
If you haven't met John yet, come out and meet him, and you'll like him just as much as we do.
Today's game is brought to you in part by Hurricane Bay Car Wash, voted once again the best car wash in Anderson County. Hurricane Bay Car Wash, open 24 hours and located right next door to Wendy's on Highway 127 South.
It's senior night tonight as Anderson plays against 4A giant Boyle County. Good evening, everyone. Last week's disappointing loss could be said as a complete special teams failure. Bourbon scored 3 special teams touchdowns, and the fourth was set up by a kickoff return after Anderson had claimed the lead with less than 4 minutes left in the game. The Cats outgained Bourbon 482 to 201 in yardage. Zach Labbert scored two rushing touchdowns and gained over 200 yards. Scrap Russell rushed for over 100 yards with a touchdown. Jagger Gillis also had a rushing TD. Gillis threw for 139 yards. Sam Harrod again led the Cats with 67 yards receiving. Gabe Clark made 2 extra points but missed 2 others. Defensively, the Cats gave up just a little bit over 200 yards and 2 touchdowns. I can't get, you have to bear with me here, can't get my page turned. And one of those was an 89-yard reverse. Russell and Blake Boudreau led the Cats in tackles with 4.5 and 4 tackles each. The Cats did recover 2 fumbles. And they're having the coin toss out there. Anderson is going to receive. The Cats have a monumental task ahead of them tonight. Boyle has 3 D1 commits and has shown to be almost unstoppable. It would be a statewide shocker if the Cats could pull off the upset tonight. And Anderson's captain's out there, as you saw, number 32, Scrap Russell, who's out tonight. Blake Boudreau, 53. Chase Fink, 44, and Zach Labhart, 10. Boyle is coached by ex-UK coach Chuck Smith and has won a series of state championships. They have, as I said, they have 3 Division I players on their team. They've got let's see here, Bartleson. I'm trying to find his number here. Landon Bartleson, number 24, who's committed to Notre Dame. You've got Wilson Kelly at number 73, a defensive tackle that's committed to Middle Tennessee University, and Reese Smith, a wide receiver who is committed to West Virginia University. And they actually have not been tested this year. I think probably the closest thing they had to a test was last week when it was 35-21 against Lexington Catholic, and the final score was something like 64-21. But Boyle is make no mistake about it, Boyle is an excellent ball team, and as I've said, it would be a statewide shocker if Anderson could come out and beat them. This is probably going to be our last game where we're going to stream. We're not sure about going to back to Lexington Catholic next week, and we for sure won't be going to Bardstown, and we'll have to see what happens with the playoffs before we decide if we're going to be doing any more streaming broadcast. And we want to appreciate everybody that's watched. We've had people from all over the country that have watched, and like I said, we certainly do appreciate it.
Yes, we do, Keith. This is Clint Goins, folks. I'm just putting my headsets on. I'm filling in for Lanny Brannick tonight. Lanny couldn't be here due to a work commitment, so I'll do the best I can, Keith.
Okay, let's see here. With Scrap Russell not playing tonight, let's see who else we send back besides Labhart. I see Sam Harrod out there, Chase Barney, Caleb Robinson, Landon Holt, Dylan Davis, Nick Lindsay. We've got, let's see who else is back there with Labhart, Jacob Castle, number 1. And I'm going to tell you what, Boyle County's kicker, number 27, Jacob Smith, he can kick the ball. And there it goes into the end zone. and I've been watching him kick since he was in the 6th grade, and he can boom the ball. He was kicking 50-yard field goals in the 6th grade.
Wow. Just another weapon the Rebels have on the field tonight.
Okay, we've got Williamson, Chapman, Stratton, Derringer. Anderson's unbalanced in the wishbone. And there's Labhart for a couple.
I thought he could have maybe gone a little bit more off tackle there to the right, maybe got another yard or so. But
I'm not hearing you. In the backfield, we've got Gillis, Labhart. See who we've got back there now. Well, Anderson's gone 5 wide. Boyle's in the 3-man front. Gillis keeping it on the quarterback draw, and I thought he fumbled that ball there. He gets it up to the 29-yard line where it's going to be 3rd and 1.
well, you know, Keith, 3 yards in a cloud of dust might be our best offense.
Yeah, I think so. I was going to say they can't score if they don't have the ball. Gillis is under center. Oh, boy, they were through there. They came through there. We didn't block anybody.
No, the right side of our line really let down that time.
Okay, Clinton, here comes one of the – let's see.
Punt team's on the field.
If Cole Logan, boy, looks like Boyle's coming. Oh, there's a nice high punt, and it's taken back here. He's reversing his field going to the other side, and he's hit hard there by Derringer. And Boyle will take over on their own 38-yard line. There's a flag on the play. Let's see what we got here.
Give me a count, Clint. 1, 2, 3.
That's against the Rebels, so that's good.
Okay, Boyle comes up, single back, 5 wide. Quarterback's back. They're throwing a little bubble screen, and Derringer, and there's several other Bearcats over there for a gain of 2.
You should have seen this, folks. We looked like Tony Romo the other night on that football game.
Here comes a sweep to this side.
We had our headsets all tangled up.
That was Chapman that brought down the Boyle County runner, and I'm still trying to get things adjusted here.
Well, Keith, we got them at 3rd and 4. That's not too bad here on the opening drive.
3rd and 3 for Boyle. And there's a first down. There's a
here on the opening drive. 3rd.
There's a good tackle over there by Chapman. Okay, Boyle puts 2 receivers to each side. Man in motion. Quarterback's going back. They're getting pressure on him, getting more pressure on him. And, boy, that's an amazing throw and catch by the Boyle County quarterback and receiver. Wow.
Going back there, getting pressure on him.
There's a flag on the play. I've got a feeling that's probably going to be a horse collar on Anderson, and it is.
Boy, that just adds insult to injury, doesn't it?
Well, I couldn't tell who that was over there after the Boyle quarterback, but I thought he got him down by pulling the jersey. So that's going to take it down to the Anderson 30-yard line where Boyle will have it 1st and 10.
That's a 15-yarder, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Boyle's in the single back with a slot, two wides.
Well, that was a good job by the receiver to get open and then to make the catch.
There's a good tackle. There was a hole right up the middle. There was a good tackle by Fink. That was Andrew Sicko, number 12. And the Boyle people were telling me before the ball game that he is really fast.
Yeah,
Boyle's double tight with 2 wides.
He leads their team in rushing.
And Boyle moved, I believe.
Yeah, we got a
procedure against Boyle. That'll make it 1st and 15. First and 15 for Boyle. They've gone to 2 wides to each side, single back. Man in motion. Quarterback fakes the jet sweep. They've got a screen set up.
Oh,
good
nice play.
Yes, sir. Good job there.
That was Labhart, wasn't it?
That was Labhart.
He read that well.
I'm glad he did because he was the only one over there. It might have been a loss of a yard.
Yeah, may have been. Screen pass.
We'll still call it 2nd and 15.
No, they did say 2nd and 16.
Yep.
The announcer did. The PA announcer.
Boyle's got 2 wides to this side, 1 to the far side. Quarterback's rolling this way, and he dropped the ball. He was there with the Boyle had a receiver wide open on about the 16-yard line, and the pass was low, but the receiver had it for just a second. I think he was worried about staying in bounds. So we've got a 3rd and 16 for Boyle.
Just be a big stop here. I mean, I know they got a heck of a kicker, but still.
Boyle's got 3 wides to this side, 2 receivers stacked to the far side. Quarterback's going straight back. They're throwing the fade, and it's too long. That's going to bring up 4th and 15 from the 24-yard line, and this would be a 41-yard field goal. Clint, like I said, this gentleman has the leg. I've been watching him since he was in the 6th grade.
That was a pretty good defensive effort, I thought, there. But number 9, who's number 9?
That's Gillis.
Gillis. Oh, I knew that. I just not used to seeing him on that side of the ball.
And it's going to be a shorter field goal now. Going to make it 4th and 11.
At least it's not a first down.
There's a snap. And it's good. With 7:10 to go in the first quarter, Boyle 3, Anderson nothing.
Today's game is brought to you by Century Bank. Anderson County is where our heart is. Century Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Today's game is brought to you in part by Hurricane Bay Car Wash, voted once again the best car wash in Anderson County. Hurricane Bay Car Wash, open 24 hours and located right next door to Wendy's on Highway 127 South.
Okay, here we go. Boyle 3, Anderson nothing. Jackson Smith to kick off. They'll say most of these are going to go to the end zone. This gentleman has a nice leg on him. And
what year is he?
He's sophomore.
Sophomore. Boy, I bet there's
okay, that's coming to Castle.
Calling him.
They fake the reverse. Castle's coming up this side. And he's knocked out at around the 30-yard line. Let's see where they spot the ball. Well, looks like it's going to be spotted right on the 30-yard line.
That's a nice return.
Like I said, Clint, I'm really surprised that that didn't go into the end zone. Like I said, I've seen him several times.
Well, he's probably a good kicker enough that knows that it's better off to kick it short a little bit and try to hold them.
Anderson's got one wide. There's a handoff up the middle. Labhart breaks through there. Let's see if he's going to outrun everybody. And Labhart outruns everybody for a touchdown for the Bearcats.
Have you all been behind this year? Have you been behind this year?
And the Bearcats go ahead 6-3. I mean, he went right up the gut. And we've got Evan Peters in to kick the point. And it's good with 6:54 to go in the first quarter. Anderson 7, Boyle 3.
Today's game is brought to you in part by Hurricane Bay Car Wash, voted once again the best car wash in Anderson County. Hurricane Bay Car Wash, open 24 hours and located right next door to Wendy's on Highway 127 South.
Hello, Miss Sylvia. This is John from Anderson Apothecary. I was just calling to see how you were feeling today.
John goes above and beyond for each and every customer that we have.
He jumped right on it. If someone needed help, John would be the first guy there. No questions asked, nothing. He'll be there.
John just wanted to open a hometown pharmacy just to take better care of his customers.
Well, I sure am glad you're feeling better. We're going to be bringing your medication by here just shortly. Is there anything else I can pick up for you?
If you haven't met John yet, come out and meet him, and you'll like him just as much as we do.
Okay, we've got the kickoff team out there. We've got Evan Peters kicking off. We've got Carver Chapman, Austin Beasley, Ross Chapman, Zach Labhart, Brady Clank, Jacob Castle, Isaiah Fitzpatrick, Caleb Robinson, and there's a Squibber.
Smart choice.
Taking on the 20.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
This is where we had problems last week.
Yeah, it is. There's another return. No flags, and like you said, Clint, this is where we had trouble last week with the touchdowns. That was number 14, Hayden Bottoms, took it all the way back for Boyle County. We got in a little cluster on that right-hand side, and there wasn't anybody over here.
Rebels come out with a cornfield spread here. You got to believe, Keith, they worked on that this week in practice.
Well, yeah. I mean, you know, considering what we gave up last week, yeah. There's a snap, and it's way back there into the tennis court. And it took Boyle 13 seconds to come back and get the lead, 10-7, and we'll be back in a minute.
Today's game is brought to you by Century Bank. Anderson County is where our heart is. Century Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Today's game is brought to you in part by Anderson Apothecary, the cure for the common drugstore. Anderson Apothecary, just across the street from the high school on Highway 127.
So we want to say a little something about our newest sponsor, Ideal Roofing. They do roofs, of course, gutters, install skylights, fix chimneys. Give Todd Gravitt a call at 502-699-ROOF. That's 502-699-ROOF, Ideal Roofing. All right, Keith.
All right, well, Anderson had the lead, I think, for 14 seconds, Clint.
Well,
better to have had the lead and lost than never to have had the lead at all. I think somebody said that somewhere.
It's something like that.
Something
anyway,
like that, yeah. I don't think it had anything to do with football. Okay, we've got Labhart and Castle, both of them back.
Anyway, wouldn't be surprised again here, Keith, that he kicks it at about the 5-yard line again, because I think he's been doing this long enough where he's figured out that he doesn't really want to kick it into the end zone. He just want to get it close.
That's to the 8 this time. They handed it off to Labhart on the other side, and we're gonna have a block in the back. I was going to say I saw that from here.
See, the thing is, from a Boyle County perspective, that's better than kicking the end zone because.
Yep. Yeah, that's going to 15. That's going to take it back to about the 7-yard line.
Yeah. Where in the end zone, it comes out to the 20.
Yep. That's going to take it back to the 7, where Anderson will take over 1st and 10. See where looks like they're spotting it on the 9-yard line.
Well, you were close. I think it's closer to the 8, actually, Keith.
Okay, Anderson has one wide. Split backs. Gillis keeps it on the option, pitches it to Castle, and he gets up to the 10. Going to be 2nd and 8.
Number 24, Fitzpatrick on the carry.
It's Isaiah Fitzpatrick carrying the ball. This is the first time Isaiah's carried the ball this year, I think.
I think some of the Bearcat fans were wanting a flag thrown there because the whistle blew and they still
Boyle's going
pushing him.
Boyle's going to hit you. I mean, he got 3, which is, like I say, that was more than I thought he'd get. It looks like we're coming out in the wishbone. Boyle's got four in the front. They don't have anybody more than 10 yards deep.
That's true.
We're unbalanced to the far side. There's a handoff up the middle, and there's nothing there.
Yeah, their safety was standing exactly 10 yards from the line of scrimmage. But I don't see us passing much, do you, Keith?
I think if we're going to get a first down here, I think we're going to have to. 3rd and 7 for Anderson. 5:14 to go in the first quarter, 10-7 Boyle. Anderson puts trips to the far side, single receiver to this side.
Looks like we're going to pass.
Man in motion. Gillis is keeping it on the option. He pitches it out at the last second to Fitzpatrick, and Fitzpatrick comes up for a for a first down.
I thought he fumbled the ball. I really did.
I'll tell you what, he
the way it came out.
Yeah, but yeah, I did too. That was a last second pitch by Gillis. First down, Anderson on the 28-yard line. Two receivers each way.
Yeah.
And there's a direct snap to Labhart. He busted up the middle and
another first down.
Well, Clint, I don't know if you saw what went on in the backfield, but they direct snapped it to Labhart, and Gillis jumped up in the air like it was a bad snap.
Yeah. Clever play.
First and 10 for Anderson on their own 43. Anderson has wide receiver. Two wings here. Better hurry. There's a snap. There's a reverse. It's fumbled.
Oh, it's going to be a pass, halfback pass.
Yeah, it was going to be a halfback pass, but that didn't.
He bobbled the handoff.
Yeah. That was Beasley, and that was a loss of 7. Yeah, that was going to be a halfback pass, but it got given away pretty quick when. And I tell you what, looking downfield, both the receivers were covered.
Yeah.
Second and 17. Anderson has two wides to this side, one to the far side. Fitzpatrick resets to the other side.
There we go.
Ball jumped.
Get a little bit of that back anyway.
That'll make it second and 13.
So that makes the sack not as bad, not hurt as bad.
2:50 to go in the first quarter, 10-7 Boyle. Anderson has a wide to each side, two wides to the far side, one to this side. Gillis keeps it, pitches it back to Labhart, and he's in trouble. He cuts it back, cuts it up, and comes close to getting back to the line of scrimmage. No gain there, I don't believe. That's going to make it 3rd and 13.
I don't know, Keith, but plays like that, I mean, you've got your line has to get downfield and block those linebackers before they get over to move, and I don't know that we're really able to do that because their linebackers read the play well and they're quick.
And Boyle's coming on the blitz. There's the pass out there and a nice tackle. That was out there, I believe, to Jackson Snyder.
That was a Herod, I think.
Was it to Herod?
Number 3.
Okay, it was to Herod. Nothing else. Boyle is a good fundamental team. I mean, they made that tackle out there in the open field. That was a one-on-one tackle. Boyle has always been a good fundamental team.
We're going to punt it away, but at least it's a lot better than punting from our 8-yard line, which is where we started off.
We've got Logan back for Boyle.
Another pretty good punt.
It's getting a bouncing, and Anderson downs it on the 24-yard line with 53 seconds to go in the first quarter. Boyle 10, Anderson 7.
But you know, Keith, I think I'd take that as a win too, because of what did Bourbon run back 2 punts last week?
Yeah. Well, no, just one punt. One punt and 3 kickoffs. And an end around. And okay, Boyle has a single back, receivers left and right. There's a handoff up the middle and brought down there by Austin Beasley, number 17, after a gain of 6.
Boyle's going no huddle.
Boyle has a wide to each side, double tight. Single back, quarterback's going back.
Good open field tackle there.
There's a good open field tackle by Gillis, but that's going to be a first down for Boyle up on the 37-yard line. This time Boyle puts 2 receivers to this side, 1 to the far side. Resets the up back. There's a run there, and that's 62. Dylan Davis that brings the Boyle County runner down after a gain of 6, and that's the end of the first quarter. Boyle 10, Anderson 7.
Today's game is brought to you in part by Hurricane Bay Car Wash, voted once again the best car wash in Anderson County. Hurricane Bay Car Wash, open 24 hours and located right next door to Wendy's on Highway 127 South.
Hello, Miss Sylvia. This is John from Anderson Apothecary. I was just calling to see how you were feeling today.
John goes above and beyond for each and every customer that we have.
He jumped right on it. If someone needed help, John would be the first guy there. No questions asked, nothing. He'll be there.
John just wanted to open a hometown pharmacy just to take better care of his customers.
Well, I sure am glad you're feeling better. We're going to be bringing your medication by here just shortly. Is there anything else I can pick up for you?
If you haven't met John yet, come out and meet him, and you'll like him just as much as we do.
Okay, start of the second quarter, 10-7. 10-7 Boyle. 2nd and 4 for Boyle. Boyle has 2 receivers to the far side, a slot and a wide to this side. Quarterback's going back, and there's a first down, and that's Beasley on the tackle.
Lburg was in there as well.
First and 10 for Boyle on Anderson's 49. Boyle has 2 receivers in a slot to this side, a wide to the far side. There's a fake to counter play and a pass across the middle, and there's a gain of about 3. Tackle by Beasley again. Got the first quarter stats here. Anderson had 112 yards, and Boyle had 56. Of course, 88 of that was on Zach Labhart's touchdown run of 70 yards. Boyle resets the slot back. There's a handoff up the middle, and he slips a tackle, and he's gone.
Oh, we had him for about a 2-yard gain, but they let go.
Yep. Right, that was just like Labhart's. It was right up the middle, and he had a hole, and he was gone. That was number 20, Will McDaniel for Boyle. I couldn't tell who slipped whose tackle he slipped, but once he broke the line of scrimmage, there wasn't anybody there.
You know, Keith, there's a lot of teams that still do that cornfield spread, but I've only seen it actually done once.
I was trying to think somebody did it this year to us, and I'm trying to think who it was. There's a snap.
That they ran it, in for a touchdown? Or extra point?
Yeah.
Wow.
Extra point's good with 11 minutes to go in the first half. Boyle 17, Anderson 7.
Today's game is brought to you by Century Bank. Anderson County is where our heart is. Century Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Today's game is brought to you in part by Anderson Apothecary, the cure for the common drugstore. Anderson Apothecary, just across the street from the high school on Highway 127.
Okay, 17-7 Boyle with 11 minutes to go in the first half. Labhart and Castle back again.
27 Smith, looking off the rebels. Labhart and Castle back there to receive.
We'll see where he puts it this time. My guess is about the same place.
Oh, we've got a squibber. Good play by Jackson Snyder on the 50-yard line. Nice catch by Jackson Snyder. Clint, I think what you've got to watch for here is if we go 3 and out, if we have an avalanche of points come.
Yeah.
Okay, Anderson has the ball because Boyle is a quick strike offense. We haven't seen them thrown much, but little 7-8 yard routes.
Yeah, well, that's effective.
Anderson's in the wishbone. And there's
nothing there.
Yeah, we got a yard. I'm not even sure who cared.
I think it might have been Labhart. I don't really know.
I tell you that, well, that was Derringer that carried the ball, number 57.
Oh, is that right? Well, you're right.
Gain of a yard. Second and 9 for Anderson.
We brought in a bunch of receivers this then.
We've got trips to this side, single receiver to the far side.
Have we passed the ball yet? I mean, we almost tried to do that halfback pass, but
no, yeah, we did. Gillis had that.
That's right.
Pass that one time.
That's
Gillis is loose coming down through there, and he
first down.
gets down to the Boyle 36-yard line where it'll be 1st and 10. Yeah, Gillis completed that pass on last time we were in 3rd down, but it wasn't enough for the touchdown.
That's right. I forgot about that. And he took a hit there at the end.
Yes, he did. Yeah, Boyle is not a big team. They're not a big physical team if you look at them, but they will hit.
Back in the wishbone.
There's a little delay to Labhart, and he gets inside the 35, down to the 34. Yeah, Gillis was 1 out of 1 for 6 yards. Labhart had 88 yards. 2nd and 8 for Anderson.
They're running Williamson to death, man. He comes into the game, out of the game, in the game, out of the game.
Anderson has trips to this side. Man in motion. There's the handoff to Labhart, and he gets down to the 32. That's going to make it 3rd and 5. Anderson has a wide receiver to this side. Split backs behind Gillis. There's a snap. It's a little high. They ran Labhart up the middle, and he's to the 31.
Not going to get it, but I think it's fourth down territory. Keith, what do you think?
I think you're right. I don't see much sense in punting. I think you might as well go for it here. 4th and 4.
I thought he got more than that. They only gave him a yard on that one?
Yeah. Yeah. Fourth and 4 for Anderson. 7:30 to go in the first half. Anderson better hurry. Anderson better hurry. And they got a timeout. Yep.
They get it called.
They got it called with 7:18 to go in the first half. Boyle 17, Anderson 7.
Today's game is brought to you in part by Hurricane Bay Car Wash, voted once again the best car wash in Anderson County. Hurricane Bay Car Wash, open 24 hours and located right next door to Wendy's on Highway 127 South.
Okay, 4th and 4 for Anderson on the 31. Anderson puts 2 wides to each side. And boy, Clint, Boyle doesn't have anybody farther than back than 6 yards back behind the line of scrimmage. Gillis getting pressure, and that's intercepted. That's going the other way unless Fitzpatrick can catch him. And that's a touchdown. Touchdown for Boyle County. Well, Clint, the defensive back stepped right in front of that, and he was. I'm surprised we got as good a shot at him as we did. Ball shifts back into extra point formation. There's a snap. Holder did a good job getting that ball down, and it's right through with 7:04 to go in the first half. Boyle 24, Anderson 7.
Today's game is brought to you by Century Bank. Anderson County is where our heart is. Century Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Today's game is brought to you in part by Anderson Apothecary, the cure for the common drugstore. Anderson Apothecary, just across the street from the high school on Highway 127.
Boyle has run off the 21 points in about 6 minutes.
Yeah.
To go from being down 7-3 to being ahead 24-7. There's the kick. It's going to be taken by Labhart at the 10. There at handoffs to Beasley, and he's knocked down at the 15. Or no, that was that Beasley or that was Castle. I'm sorry. And Anderson will take over. Looks like on the 16-yard line, 1st and 10. Anderson puts 3 receivers to this side, 1 to the far side.
Boy.
Labhart he got destroyed before he even
got the ball.
Got the ball. Jiminy Christmas. It's a loss of 4. I think Lab needs to go back there and inform his line that they need to block somebody.
Yeah.
Else you get the ball next time and get hit.
Yeah. Yeah, it's one thing being on the line when the guy hits you who's only a foot away, but when he's got a little head of steam.
Got to run and start. Yeah.
It hurts a little more.
Yeah.
3 wide outs near side, 1 to the far side. Same play.
Labhart got up.
He got a yard, maybe.
Got a yard, maybe.
Yeah.
I think all of a sudden Bowles figured out that up the middle play there.
Yeah. I think Labhart may have been a little bit hesitant to take that handoff. Probably thought, I can't believe Coach called this play again. But obviously there was a breakdown the first time on the line.
Anderson calls timeout with 5:39 to go in the first half. Scores Boyle 24, Anderson 7.
You're watching Anderson County Sports TV.
Hello, Miss Sylvia. This is John from Anderson Apothecary. I was just calling to see how you were feeling today.
John goes above and beyond for each and every customer that we have.
He jumped right on it. If someone needed help, John would be the first guy there. No questions asked, nothing. He'll be there.
John just wanted to open a hometown pharmacy just to take better care of his customers.
Well, I sure am glad you're feeling better. We're going to be bringing your medication by here just shortly. Is there anything else I can pick up for you?
If you haven't met John yet, come out and meet him, and you'll like him just as much as we do.
Folks, if you're in need of some roof repair or maybe a whole new roof, why don't you give Ideal Roofing a call at 502-699-ROOF. Todd Gravitt represents Ideal Roofing here in this area of the state, and please give him a call. They can do roofs, gutters, and install skylights. That's Ideal Roofing, our newest sponsor here on Anderson County Sports TV.
Okay, Anderson comes out. They've got 2 wides to each side. Bowles rushing 3 and sending a blitzer. Gillis is going back and throws it wide of Fitzpatrick. And Anderson will have to punt.
Yep. 5:36 left to go until halftime. We've had a couple of good punts tonight. That's been a blessing. Although one of them was
Robinson back to punt. Bowles coming. There's a short punt that's taken at the 40. Getting to the outside, and he's brought down over here.
Yeah, I'm not sure who that was.
I don't know, but he's not getting up. That was Labhart, and on the 20-yard line, that was a short punt, and he still returned it for 20 yards.
Mm-hmm. I was 16 one punt was run back, but I know that was a kickoff that was run back for a touchdown. So
1st and 10 Boyle on Anderson's 20.
Our kicking game, though, has gotten much better since that first game. Remember that first game we did? Woo-wee.
Boyle has wide to each side, double tight. Quarterback's going back. They're throwing the fade out there, and it's caught for a touchdown. Nice pass, nice catch.
They don't waste time, do they, Keith?
No, they don't. No, they don't. They that was a two-step drop, and the pass was right where it was supposed to be.
Yeah, it wasn't that it was poorly defended, really. It was just a good pass.
Ball shifts. There's a snap, and it's down there on the baseball field, I think, with 5:19 to go in the first half. Boyle 31, Anderson 7.
Today's game is brought to you by Century Bank. Anderson County is where our heart is. Century Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Today's game is brought to you in part by Anderson Apothecary, the cure for the common drugstore. Anderson Apothecary, just across the street from the high school on Highway 127.
Okay, we've got Labhart and Castleback. I'll say one thing. Their kickoff guy gets plenty of practice. Seeing some of the scores that they've had this year. This time it's over here.
Taking it to 20.
Taking it to 20.
But we're running the wrong way.
Yeah, that was Herod. The Boyle radio people were telling me that this is the fastest Boyle County team they've had in years as far as overall team speed, and I can see that.
Yeah, they are quick.
1st and 10 Anderson. It looks like on the 17-yard line. Looks like Anderson's going bone. They got Big Williamson in there.
So it's a 40-yard kickoff and a -3-yard return.
Yeah.
Well, we've got Herod out here to the
Anderson looks like a power eye. And I think that's Labhart that came up there for 3. It's closer to 2.
Well, Zach sure has been, the workhorse that we kind of expected all season long for the Bearcats, and it was a shame that we lost him the very first game last year. Just to, you think what might have been. But he's come back strong.
Anderson puts 2 wides to each side. Man in motion. And we got delay.
Or motion.
Yep. No, we got delay.
Game, yep. So now it'll be what, second and 13?
Yep. Coach Peaches was yelling at the back judge here about how long or how short the count was.
Well, he's supposed to throw up his hand at about 5 seconds, isn't he?
Something he did. Well, it was. I knew it was going to be close. Gillis is keeping it on the option, and he gets back to the 15-yard line. It's going to be 3rd and 12. That's inside the 15. It's at the 14. Without scrapping there, your offense is just so limited. You don't really have anybody besides Labhart and Gillis to run the ball. 3rd and 13. Blitz is coming from both outside. Here's a little inside screen to Herod, and
flag on the play, though.
We got a flag on the play.
Probably a hold.
Block, yeah. And I imagine Boyle will decline it, would be my guess.
Didn't get a first down, yeah.
I'd be surprised if it was anything but holding. Oh, he waved the flag off.
Waved it off. All right.
Okay.
Well, that's good.
I'm wondering if they were thinking it was
illegal
lineman downfield.
Yeah. But we're going to punt it away either way.
Got Robinson back. Ooh, boy, that's a squirrely looking kick there that's getting a great Anderson bounce down to the 43-yard line.
Yeah. Boy, this game's going. I'd take it every time.
Yeah. Well,
I'd take that every time.
It's to the 44 where Boyle will take over with 2:42 to go in the first half, ahead 31-7.
Well, it'd be nice if we can hold them here without scoring in the half and go into the locker room and regroup a little bit.
Boyle's double tight, has receiver wide to each side. Quarterback's rolling to this side. Anderson's trying to get pressure. They're going down there long, and there's a touchdown. We're in a post pattern there, Clint. And,
yep, just outran
the defensive back. Sure did.
Outran the cameraman too. Little late getting there. That's really the first long pass we've seen them make, isn't it?
Yeah. Other than the fade they threw for the one touchdown.
Yeah, that wasn't that long, really. 20 yards maybe.
Yeah, he.
Yeah, it's almost you kind of get the feeling that Boyle County is they're playing nice for first quarter and a half, and now they're done playing.
Yeah, well they've run off 28 in a row here with 2:34 to go in the first half. Boyle 38, Anderson 7.
Hello, Miss Sylvia. This is John from Anderson Apothecary. I was just calling to see how you were feeling today.
John goes above and beyond for each and every customer that we have.
He jumped right on it. If someone needed help, John would be the first guy there. No questions asked, nothing. He'll be there.
John just wanted to open a hometown pharmacy just to take better care of his customers.
Well, I sure am glad you're feeling better. We're going to be bringing your medication by here just shortly. Is there anything else I can pick up for you?
If you haven't met John yet, come out and meet him, and you'll like him just as much as we do.
Keith, I was working, we covered the volleyball game last night, and I saw John Serafini of Anderson Apothecary. He was down there reffing the lines. He was one of the volunteer line judges in the volleyball.
Are you serious?
I'm serious. I thought that was him from a distance.
What's he know about volleyball?
Well, I know. He knows his daughter plays.
Reese
plays. That's what.
Yeah, I don't think I'll have to ask.
He did a pretty good job calling the ball in and out. He did a pretty good job.
I'll have to ask him about that Monday. First and 10, Anderson on their own
35.
35.
That was out of bounds. That's kind of surprising. I wonder if he was trying to experiment.
I
do something.
He was trying to kick it down here to Herod like he did the last time and kicked it out of bounds. Anderson puts trips to the far side, single receiver to this side. Man in motion. Gillis keeps it, pitches it back. And Fitzpatrick, I believe that's Fitzpatrick.
Yeah, I think he may even lost half yard on that carry.
And Boyle calls timeout. Boyle's trying to get this to a running clock here.
They are.
In the first half.
let's see, 5 points away from having a running clock.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah, they score. Let's just keep it here. Let me talk a little bit more about Anderson County Sports TV, folks. Football isn't the only thing that we do. We have covered 5 or 6 volleyball games this year. Basketball season and wrestling is coming up. We'll be doing that in the wintertime. So we have not only this Facebook page that you're watching right now, but we also have a YouTube channel. We don't go live on YouTube, but all of our games that we do, whether it be football, volleyball, baseball, softball, wrestling, lacrosse, what have you, you can find them on our YouTube channel. Has the same name, Anderson County Sports TV. And we have a website, AndersonCountySportsTV.com. So check us out there sometime.
Okay, Anderson looks like they're in a power I with one wide. Gillis is back. He was looking over this way for somebody, and there's a tackle up here after a gain of 4. Gillis was looking over this way like somebody was supposed to have been over here, and there was not a soul over here.
Well, they stopped that clock. I don't think that was.
He was out of bounds.
I thought he got tackled inbounds. I really don't think it's to Anderson advantage to run out of bounds. They need to keep it inbounds. So the Boyle County doesn't get the ball again this half.
3rd and 7 for Anderson. Anderson has a player coming on late. Boyle's bringing people from both sides. He's got out there to Herod, and he's got the first down. He got the first down. Yes, he did.
Yeah, they're not even going to measure.
Yeah, first down, Anderson.
All right. Good job, boys.
2:05 to go in the first half. Anderson brings people out here wide, one to the far side. There's a snap. It's a little high.
Direct snap.
That lost 5, and we got an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty coming on somebody. I don't know who it is.
Think it'll be on us?
I don't know. I saw the flag go up in the air, and I saw an Anderson and Boyle County player exchanging pleasantries. I'm sure they were discussing physics or something like that, but
that could have been.
Yeah, what they're doing after the ball game and all that. Personal foul, Boyle.
There we go. First down.
That's going to give Anderson first down on the Boyle 42 or 3 yard line. Minute 32 to go in the first half. 38-7 Boyle.
The likelihood that we're going to come back and win this game may be small, but there's always little victories.
Oh, yeah.
The little victory was, scoring touchdown. And I think a little victory here would be not giving them the ball back.
Yes. They've got 2 timeouts left. Okay, running the clock. Man in motion. Gillis is back, and he's sacked.
He never got it off.
Nope.
Okay, I thought he threw it.
No, he never got it off. He was winding up. And that's a loss of a couple. Well, it's more than a couple. 2nd and 14. We got somebody that doesn't know.
Yeah, we got a flag.
Yeah, we got
illegal
blow.
substitution.
Yeah, we got yeah, illegal not getting off the field.
Just a 5-yarder.
It's going to make it 2nd and 17. Anderson has 2 wides to each side. Gillis is back. Looked left, through right, and boy, there's nothing there. They were trying to get that to Herod, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Boyle County players over there on Herod.
I thought it might be a screen pass because the Boyle County. I don't think any of the Boyle County defensive linemen were blocked. They came on through. Luckily, Gillis got rid of it pretty quickly. And maybe it was designed, maybe it was going to be his first look.
Anderson needs to hustle. Gillis is back, going out there deep, and it's overthrown. That's the end of the first half. Boyle 38, Anderson 7.
Today's game is brought to you by Century Bank. Anderson County is where our heart is. Century Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Today's game is brought to you in part by Hurricane Bay Car Wash, voted once again the best car wash in Anderson County. Hurricane Bay Car Wash, open 24 hours and located right next door to Wendy's on Highway 127 South.
Hello, Miss Sylvia. This is John from Anderson Apothecary. I was just calling to see how you were feeling today.
John goes above and beyond for each and every customer that we have.
He jumped right on it. If someone needed help, John would be the first guy there. No questions asked, nothing. He'll be there.
John just wanted to open a hometown pharmacy just to take better care of his customers.
Well, I sure am glad you're feeling better. We're going to be bringing your medication by here just shortly. Is there anything else I can pick up for you?
If you haven't met John yet, come out and meet him, and you'll like him just as much as we do.
You're watching Anderson County Sports TV.
There's a little poocher. It's taken on the 35. And he's up to the 44 where he's brought down by Labhart, I believe. I couldn't.
No,
well, they said Peters. Okay.
That's pretty impressive.
1st and 10 Boyle on the 44. 46 rather. Double tight, 2 wides. There's a handoff up the middle. And
oh my goodness. Gillis makes the tackle.
Well, that's okay. I thought that was Bartleson, who didn't. I don't think he played the first half. He's the Notre Dame commit.
Oh, really?
For them, yeah. Yeah, he's the Notre Dame commit. There's a pitch to the wide side, and he dragged down over there by Gillis and Fink.
They're saying he was inbounds. Clock continues to run. Just getting started here in the 3rd quarter.
And like I said, their quarterback's their quarterback's good. Bartleson's good.
Well, there's a lot of good players on that team.
There's a fumble, and Boyle got it. Anderson had a chance to get it on the 20, and Boyle recovered it.
Yeah, they gained about 3 yards on the fumble.
Bull's got 3 receivers to this side. Anderson doesn't, yeah, I was going to say there's somebody rolled over there to that side. There's a slant again, and that's close to touchdown. That's down to the 1.
Well, I really thought it got in.
That was Harrod on the tackle. First and goal from the 1 for Boyle. Boyle's in a power eye. There's Bartleson, and he's in for the touchdown.
Yeah.
Makes it 44-7, and we'll have a running clock the rest of the way. I think we got 10, Clint. I think we got to hit them 10-7. We made them mad.
Well,
or 7-3 rather.
I'll say this: we had the lead on Boyle County for a little while. How many teams this season can say that?
Well, Boyle County. I asked, and they said Catholic had a lead on them at one point.
Well, one of 2. And next week's game with Catholic is going to be a big, important game. I want to encourage everybody to, if they can make it to Lexington Catholic, go support the Bearcats.
Okay, 45-7, 10-17 to go in the third quarter.
Today's game is brought to you by Century Bank. Anderson County is where our heart is. Century Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Today's game is brought to you in part by Anderson Apothecary, the cure for the common drugstore. Anderson Apothecary, just across the street from the high school on Highway 127.
Okay, Boyle County's getting ready to kick off. Clint, I'm looking at the halftime stats, and just like the score, Boyle was they were all over us. We didn't gain hardly anything in the second quarter, and Boyle gained over 150 yards. We've got Labhart and Castle back, and Labhart's going to take it. He hands it off to Castle, and he's knocked out at the somewhere around the 25-yard line, where Anderson will take over 1st and 10.
How many total yards did Boyle County have in the first half?
Well, Boyle just has 189, but you know, you got a kickoff return, an interception return, and 76 yards in passing. That Reed Lanner is 9 out of 11 for 116 yards and 2 touchdowns. Anderson has 3 receivers this way. Gillis is back. He's looking, and throws it out of bounds.
Yeah, that wasn't even close.
I think he was just throwing it away. They had everybody covered. I think they were trying to set up a screen over here to this side, and there wasn't anything there. Boyle was right in the middle of that. Labhart has 98 yards. Well, 91 total yards and a touchdown. Fitzpatrick has 24. Gillis has 15. Gillis is 4 out of 7 with an interception. Harrod has all 4 receptions for 22 yards. Gillis is the leading tackler with 4. Anderson has 2 receivers to each side. Gillis is back. And he was going for Harrod over the middle, and it was just a little high.
Good effort, though. Good effort. Third and
10 for Anderson.
Harrod is one of those seniors that this is his first and only year of football, and he's done rather well. I think.
He has. Yes, he has. He's been a surprise. Gillis has 2 receivers to each side. Snaps a little high. They're getting pressure on Gillis, and he's down. I think we got a flag down, too.
Well, that
I think
might be an automatic first down if it's a personal foul on them.
I was going to say we had the quarterback was down and Gillis was down. What they're doing, they're lining up in a four front. Yeah, it roughing the passer on Boyle. What they're doing, they're lining up their 4 interior linemen, and they're sending both linebackers, both the outside linebackers, and Anderson's not blocking them. First down, Anderson.
Well,
on the 31-yard line.
Yeah, they finally moved the sticks. I thought that was a automatic first down. And the 15-yarder. No, it was a 5-yarder. 5-yarder, but automatic first down.
Anderson has 2 wides to each side. Gillis is back, getting plenty of time. Now he breaks out of there, and he's tackled for a loss of a couple.
Jaggers had a rough night.
Well, they're on Harrod like a blanket.
Mm-hmm.
They've got. He's probably our fastest receiver, and they've got Bartleson on him. Like I say, he's going to Notre Dame, so he might be a fair country ball player.
Yeah.
Anderson puts a man in motion. There's Labhart, and there's nothing there. Tell you what, since he broke that first one up the middle,
There's been nothing up the middle.
It's been nothing up the middle.
Yeah. And that was that direct snap, wasn't it, Keith?
No, he did hand the ball off to him.
Did he? Okay.
Yep. 3rd and 10 for Anderson.
They run that direct snap a couple of times.
Yep.
First time, though, was pretty successful. I think they got about 15 yards off of it. Second time, not quite as lucky.
We're going to say, watch your linebackers. They're going to be coming from the outside, and here they come. Gillis rolls out, and he was coming out. Coming out here for Fitzpatrick, and I think he probably threw that one away. But Boyle County gets so much pressure. Oh, is that a flag out there? And it's holding against Anderson, which will be declined.
Yeah, so they bring the punt. Well, yeah, they bring the punt team out. Yeah.
Got Robinson in to punt.
They want the ball back.
Boyle has 8 up on the line. There's a snap. It's a little high. And Robinson gets it off. Well,
I don't know why he caught that ball.
Well, it's it's used to Harrod. He's used to catching things in the air, so I guess he caught it. I'm not quite sure about that.
I don't know either. I mean, he was rushed with the kick, and it was not a pretty one, but he did get it off. But then his teammate didn't help him out much. I mean, it might have rolled for another 10 yards at least.
Yeah, Boyle has 2 wides. There's a handoff this way, and there's Derringer.
There we go.
There's Derringer and others. Derringer and Fitzpatrick, and like I said, others.
So we stopped Seiko. That's good. I think Seiko's our leading rusher, isn't he?
I think so. I notice they've got Labhart over here on the sideline, and they've got Jackson Snyder in at middle linebacker. Boyle's got 2 wides, 2 wings. Quarterback's coming back, and that I tell you what, Clint, that's the first bad pass that he's thrown.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's the first bad pass he has thrown.
Gillis almost picked that off.
3rd and 10 for Boyle. Got 2 wides to each side. Quarterback's rolling to the far side. Anderson's getting after him. That was Boudreaux that batted the ball down.
You reckon they'll punt here? 4th and 10?
Apparently not.
Well, it doesn't look like it, does it? It'd be nice to see their punter one time.
Well, I honestly think that's kind of tacky, but that's just my opinion. Bull's got 4 wide.
What, going for it on 4th down? Or?
Yeah,
I agree.
Yeah, I mean, you're ahead by that much,
and
you're going for it on 4th down, and we got a touchdown. Well, they missed a hold. I tell you, Bull does have a touchdown, but it's coming back. There's at least 2 holds here on Bull. But like I said, I think that's kind of tacky, but that's my opinion. Now there was at least 2 holds on that play,
but they're still going to get a first down out of it.
Yeah.
I don't like that rule.
Well, it's well after the first down.
But I mean, they changed it recently, didn't they? I mean, it's been a few years.
It's been from the spot. Yeah.
Has it been from the spot? How long has it been from the spot? Because it used to be.
It's been a while.
It was 10 yards from line of scrimmage.
It's been a while since. Okay, we going to the 4th quarter here. Bull 45, Anderson 7.
Today's game is brought to you by Century Bank. Anderson County is where our heart is. Century Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Today's game is brought to you in part by Anderson Apothecary, the cure for the common drugstore. Anderson Apothecary, just across the street from the high school on Highway 127.
Today's game is brought to you in part by Hurricane Bay Car Wash, voted once again the best car wash in Anderson County. Hurricane Bay Car Wash, open 24 hours and located right next door to Wendy's on Highway 127 South.
Fourth quarter underway. Let me talk about Ideal Roofing one more time here. Ideal Roofing is our newest sponsor. They, of course, do roofs, but they also do gutters and fix chimneys and install skylights. So if you're in the need for some roofing work done, give Todd Gravitt a call, 502-699-ROOF. They give free estimates. That's Ideal Roofing, 502-699-ROOF.
Okay, start of the 4th quarter, Bull 35, Anderson 7. Bull's got 2 wides to the far side, 1 to this side.
Their player short. Now he comes onto the field.
Now they've got 2 wides to this side. There's a handoff up the middle, and there is a huge hole. And there's a fumble. And Bull recovers it for the touchdown. Anderson had a shot at it. I couldn't. Let's see who that is. That was Harrod that had a shot at it, and Boyle recovered it for the touchdown.
I don't believe in the NFL that's not legal. You can't, remember the old fumble Ruski? They outlawed that.
Yeah.
So you fumble the ball.
Yeah, the same.
Can't go forward and be recovered in the end zone.
Yeah, the same guy's got. Well, it can be, but the same guy's got to recover.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I think it was Kenny Stabler, the Oakland Raiders, pulled that off.
There's a snap, and the kick is good. 10:57 to go in the ball game. Boyle 52, Anderson 7.
This is John from Anderson Apothecary. I was just calling to see how you were feeling today.
John goes above and beyond for each and every customer that we have.
He jumped right on it. If someone needed help, John would be the first guy there. No questions asked, nothing. He'll be there.
John just wanted to open a hometown pharmacy just to take better care of his customers.
Well, I sure am glad you're feeling better. We're going to be bringing your medication by here just shortly. Is there anything else I can pick up for you?
If you haven't met John yet, come out and meet him, and you'll like him just as much as we do.
Today's game is brought to you by Century Bank. Anderson County is where our heart is. Century Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Okay, Boyle to kick off. Labhart and Castle back. 9:50 to go in the game. 52-7 Boyle. There's a sailor that's coming to Castle. He keeps it. He's coming to this side. And, boy, he's hit hard at the 28 and gets up to the 29. He got hit hard there. First and 10, Anderson. Anderson looks like they've got their big guys in there. Looks like they're going to the wishbone. I think Boyle's putting in some backups here. They've got some people out there I haven't seen before.
Mm-hmm.
Gillis is back, and boy, that got swatted.
Yeah, number 38, 36.
Yeah,
36.
Boy, he swatted that one back in Gillis's face. That's the old got your linemen get their hands up.
Yep.
Second and 10 for Anderson. There's a handoff to Labhart. He's trying to get to the outside, and we've got a flag. We got a flag. I think that's going to be on Boyle.
So that'd be a 15 yards and a first down.
15-yard walk-off.
Keith, if there's one thing to say about Boyle County, that they're a good team, but they've had, gosh, what, 3 or 4 personal fouls here.
That's really kind of
that'll kill a good team sometimes.
That's I'll tell you what, that's unlike a Chuck Smith team to have. I mean, that was a silly penalty. You're ahead 52-7, and you've got one of your guys throwing our people to the ground way after the play's over.
The thing about it is, I saw the Courier Journal predicted that.
That's to Harrod, and he's close to a first down here on the 40-yard line.
Courier Journal predicted Boyle County and Franklin County to be in the
state finals.
State finals.
Yeah.
And I tell you what, Franklin County, they didn't have those personal foul issues.
Well, Boyle. I was talking to some of the Boyle County people at the half, They said last year, of course, that was last year when all Franklin's players were, most of their skilled players were sophomores. Said they had a running clock on Franklin, but I think that would be a good. I think that will be a good game.
Yeah.
Gillis is keeping the ball on the quarterback draw, and he takes it to the 35. 5:48 to go in the ball game.
That's been the unfortunate thing for Anderson. Well, of course, we've had, last week, he kind of had a poor showing. We kind of had a poor showing against Mercer. 2 games we should have won but didn't. But, to have Boyle County and Lexington Catholic and then Franklin County on your schedule all in the same year.
It's a tough schedule. Gillis is looking around. He's running around, and he's sacked.
There's not too many 4A schools got a tougher schedule than we do.
And plus you had Henderson, who's going to finish 8-2.
Is that right?
Yeah.
And we beat them.
Yeah.
And they are they 4A?
Henderson, no, they're 6A.
6A. That's what I thought. Yeah, we played 2 6A schools, beat both of them, didn't we?
Yeah. 3rd and 12 for Anderson.
Yeah, the KHSAA reclassification and the redistricting didn't help us none.
Snaps a little high. Gillis is going over to Harrod, and he's got it, and he's got it down. It's going to be 4th and 9.
Think we'll punt it away? What do you think?
No, we'll go for it. 4 minutes to go in the game. 4th and 9. Like I said, I think Harrod's caught all the passes that Gillis has thrown. Here comes a blitz from Boyle. Gillis is throwing it up again for Harrod, and there's the flag.
That's another unnecessary.
That's going to be a pass interference on Boyle.
We're kind of lucky to get that because that's kind of an uncatchable ball. But we'll take it.
It's going to take it down to the 25. Three minutes to go in the ball game. Gillis is back, and I tell you what, that gentleman there, that's the second one he's got.
One he's batted down.
He's a tall end. He can get up off the ground.
Yeah. I wonder what class he is, because I bet you if he's a sophomore, he'll be a linebacker before it's over with.
What? 36. That's Tommy Zeismer, who is says he's a freshman.
Freshman, yeah.
Oh
boy,
we had a. I'll tell you what, Clint, it wouldn't have counted anyway. We had we had a takedown.
Oh, did we had a hold?
Yeah, we had a takedown in the backfield. It wasn't a hold. It was a takedown.
That was a nice pass, but it was almost picked off. I think Boyle County defensive backs are quicker than we're used to seeing.
Clock's ticking down to a minute left in the game.
The Bearcats won't win this one, but boy, you know, next week's game, you were explaining to me earlier, Keith, that if we can win against Lexington Catholic, that would make us, Lexington Catholic,
and Bourbon all 1 and 2, and it goes to the tiebreaker, and it could come down to the last week.
So if we win next week, we very well could be hosting a playoff game.
Gillis gets loose, escapes 2 tackles, 3 tackles, and runs over a Boyle County player.
Anderson County delivers a hit,
and that was a big hit by Gillis.
That might felt good instead of getting being the receiver of those is able to give one time.
Well, Coach, you can call timeout.
Yeah, he's got 3, doesn't he, in his pocket?
Yep.
You know,
Gillis is rolling, and
that doesn't stop the clock.
No way to stop the clock's timeout. But
Coach Mark,
not gonna call it.
Do that.
Okay,
he's gonna let it run.
Nope. Senior night. Boyle County beats Anderson 52-7, and we'll be back in a little bit.
Hang with it. We'll have stats and a wrap-up coming up next here on Anderson County Sports TV.
Today's game is brought to you by Century Bank. Anderson County is where our heart is. Century Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Today's game is brought to you in part by Anderson Apothecary, the cure for the common drugstore. Anderson Apothecary, just across the street from the high school on Highway 127.
Today's game is brought to you in part by Hurricane Bay Car Wash, voted once again the best car wash in Anderson County. Hurricane Bay Car Wash, open 24 hours and located right next door to Wendy's on Highway 127 South.
Miss Sylvia, this is John from Anderson Apothecary. I was just calling to see how you were feeling today.
John goes above and beyond for each and every customer that we have.
He jumped right on it. If someone needed help, John would be the first guy there. No questions asked, nothing. He'll be there.
John just wanted to open a hometown pharmacy just to take better care of his customers.
Well, I sure am glad you're feeling better. We're going to be bringing your medication by here just shortly. Is there anything else I can pick up for you?
If you haven't met John yet, come out and meet him, and you'll like him just as much as we do.
All right, Keith, you got some end of the game stats for us.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, Clint. After the first quarter, it was just all Boyle County. I mean, Anderson had 1 minute of 14 seconds of glory where they were at 7.
We had the lead.
7-3. Yeah, we had the lead. We had the lead. Boyle finished with 296 yards. Anderson had 169. Zach Labhart had 94 total yards and the only Anderson touchdown. Isaiah Fitzpatrick was next with 24 yards. Jagger Gillis was 6 out of 15 for only 38 yards. Like I said, Sam Harrod had all the receptions. Reed Lanner for Boyle County was 12 out of 16 for 173 yards. And I'm not sure he threw a bad. He threw one bad pass. Yeah.
What was their total yardage again?
Their total yardage was 296. Ours was 169.
Yeah, but last week they were almost 800
yards against Lexington.
Almost 800. So
yeah. So anyway,
that gives me hope for next week.
Yes. Jagger Gillis was leading tackler with 5. Anderson, like we said, had their one moment of shining glory where they were ahead 7-3, which lasted I think 13 seconds. So anyway. Okay, this was our last live broadcast probably. We're not sure. Is that right? We're not sure about next week
it's
yet.
highly unlikely we'll do Lexington Catholic's game next week. I know we won't be going to Bardstown the week following. If they have a playoff game, whether it's here or not, if it's here, we will do it. If they have a playoff game at home, we'll do it. If their playoff game is at Boyle County, we likely won't. So you'll have to, wait until basketball season when we come back and do some more sports here on Anderson County Sports TV.
Well, want to say thank you to the seniors. They've done a good job this year. They lost a good bunch of seniors last year. They had a lot of these seniors. It's been their only year, the only year that they've played since they were a freshman, and they've done an admirable job. Okay, once again, final score on senior night: Boyle 52, Anderson 7.
One more thing I want to say, and that's a big thank you to our sponsors: Century Bank, Anderson Apothecary, Hurricane Bay Car Wash, Ideal Roofing. If you're in one of those places, please tell them thank you for sponsoring us. We appreciate it very much.
Okay.
And thank you, of course, for watching.
Okay. Good night, everybody.